Slider.
All right. It's right there. There you go. Good work. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Wrestling Dorks. I am John, joined as always to my left by the talker of talking, Sam. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello. Is the mic in a good spot? Because I can move it.
I just can't lean forward because my back tonight.
Oh, okay. I'll fix it then. I'll take a quick break because last week I couldn't hear you very well because you were about that distance away.
Okay.
So I'll take a break and fix it then.
There we go. That's good.
Oh, there you go. Just
That's
jam
good.
it up.
We're jam.
There you go. You could also hold it if you'd rather. Just
No, that's good. I think that should be good now.
That should be good.
Put it-
Anyways,
All right.
we're here on a Wednesday night because I'm heading on vacation and had to switch some scheduling around.
Yeah, Mr. Vacation strikes again.
That's me. That's me. I'm that D-O-double-G. We'll talk about him later.
You like doggy style?
Yeah, I wrote that down.
We'll talk about that too.
Absolutely. A lot of things going on for the Dorks. Well, some good, some Sam.
Work, yeah. A lot of work. A lot
Yep.
of vacation.
Yep, good old 3-job Sam is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
We love this Sam. He's
Yep,
our
third
favorite
job
Sam. Yeah.
Why I'm losing my fucking mind.
Yeah, he is not the best Sam. I can tell you that much. He gets depressive.
It's not. It's just you're like work, and do you ever see any gain from it? No, you
No,
don't.
of course not.
That's why working hard doesn't matter. Kids, if you're watching this show,
Yeah, don't work
don't
hard.
try. Just hope that hopefully one of your parents has a very good job they can get you into, or you don't even need that. That maybe they have a lot of money and you just don't have to work hard. I mean, don't try is what my lesson would be.
Yeah, that's a good lesson to the kids out there. Really, it is.
I'm talking in the job force world. Sports kids, I want you to try your best, give it your all. I think it's important to try in sports, but work, you could try. If you're not at the right company, it ain't gonna matter.
Sorry, just adjusting levels, getting us ready. If you're watching us out there, let us know how we sound. That would be appreciative because we don't wear headphones on this show. We're not that kind of podcast. So, there you go. There you have it. What do you mean? What were you gonna say? What kind of podcast are we?
I was gonna say, who the fuck's listening to tell us how we sound?
Well, there's some people watching already, so they
That's
can
the
tell
thing,
us.
when you got your thing up there, and then I'm trying to follow who's in the. We got viewers here.
I can grab the iPad too, or maybe when JLucky will probably not be on the show tonight. She don't leave us because I just said
ratings
that.
spike up, and you're off the show forever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. If we have the highest ratings ever,
Yeah.
maybe it's because of JLucky. Couple things. Don't adjust your televisions. I am wearing just a T-shirt tonight because I played some basketball right before this, and I got to tell you, my friend, I am awful. I'm awful at everything. I feel like everything that I do in basketball. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
John. Or
Appreciate
Lori.
that.
Possibly Braden.
Well, whoever it is, I appreciate that. Thank you for telling
That's
us
my
we sound
friend.
good. Well,
That's how I know all their names.
I figured you weren't just making up names. You fuck. That'd be pretty awesome if you just were naming everybody. Thank you for telling us we sound good. Yeah, so I played basketball tonight with guys from work. Too bad you couldn't be there.
Yeah, my back is hurting. I wasn't gonna bowl, but I decided just to bowl, and I didn't have to be at the tax office.
I look like
even though they
the
still
biggest
probably wanted me there.
In the world.
I'd rather play basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have liked to. I liked it too because last time I played, I was like, I could school these guys, but
I don't know. They played pretty well tonight.
I still schooled them. Well, not tonight. I would have fallen over.
I got knocked down once. Tonight.
Oh, you got knocked down, but you got up again.
I did. Yeah, I did. And they were going to keep me down, but yeah, Casadas just wiped me out. I was setting a pick on someone else, and then somehow I got knocked
Yeah,
down.
wow.
Not by him, not by the guy I was setting a pick on. He just came over and I don't think he saw me there, I guess. So
Okay.
he's like built like a tank, kind of. He's just low center of gravity, one of those kind of guys.
That's who I like to play against in basketball.
Yeah, the teams are always random, and they were not even at all. We got smoked.
Yeah,
in
I
both
don't
games.
understand quite that, by the way.
Yeah,
Never met a play. I've played with people who intentionally stack them because there's certain people that have to win.
Right.
But I've never met ones where they know it'd be a better game to pick, and they're like, let's make it random.
Yeah, I mean we had potential because the problem is we had all the short guys, literally all the short guys were on one team.
Yeah, and these short guys are not quick.
No, yeah, we're just short guys with no skill because it was like I was trying to tell somebody at work today. I never really got into basketball once I got to the point where everybody else became taller than me. It's just one of those sports that I was like, all right,
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm out. You know what I mean? We said today, I think you forget how short I am sometimes. Because you were like busting my shit that
Because
like,
I don't
because I call everybody tall. I'm like, well, yes, I know 5'10" is not tall in the world, but a 5'10"
5'10"
man,
and a quarter.
but a 5'10"
Which
man
I round to a half,
has
which
like,
I round to 5'11".
has like a 4-inch reach advantage on me.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, arm length. I have no idea how long reach is your arm.
Well, but I'm just saying, on average, a guy that's 3 inches taller than me.
he's
So,
gonna-
like,
yeah.
I think you forget that I am short for the world, not just for basketball.
Yeah, I mean, you're not like jockey short.
No, I'm not. That would be funny.
Although you could be. There's jockeys that are 5'7".
Not 191 pounds.
No, there's not. That poor horse.
By the way, yeah, 191.
Yeah.
Weighed in
Didn't
this
make
morning.
your goal.
I didn't make it.
And you did all that work.
I did a lot of work.
Getting up at ungodly hours for no reason.
Yeah,
And you could have probably just been 195.
I could have just been 195 and gotten a lot of sleep over the last
And
month.
ate probably better things. And
Oh.
now those 4 pounds, it's not like you're going to be in Key West. And people are like, whoa, those 4 pounds you trimmed. Looking good.
Right this way, sir. We have a special room for
Yeah,
people like
yeah.
you. I'll be like, oh, well, la-di-da. Yeah, no. I did feel better that it at least
Went down.
went down.
That's good.
But, you know, because remember, I think it was last week on the show when I said I went back up.
Yeah.
So I actually at least knocked that off. But, fuck, man.
But you're terrible in basketball regardless of weight.
Yeah, that's the thing. If 191, 1001, I'm still the same globular.
1001 would be interesting.
Be pretty-
You can wheel you onto the court. Nobody can get around you. But
I had a couple scores this time. I actually took some shots.
Okay.
Unlike last time. It helped having a middle-aged, overweight man playing defense on me, knowing that once if I caught a pass up top, I had time to shoot it. You know what I mean?
have to rush yourself.
But he's one of these guys that plays full court defense all the time. You know what I mean? Like on the inbound,
He's
like
guarding
Christian
you.
yeah, I'm like, fuck, you know, he's right there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, that annoys me too. But then I just try to like, if I know like that person's overmatched, I try to like make them look
Right.
stupid so they stop.
Yeah.
That's my only chance because sooner or later I'm going to get tired.
So I give him points for hustle, but it gets annoying when you're trying to do full court. We do talk wrestling, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. But it was kind of a.
Wrestling's terrible.
You want to?
Nobody's watching.
I was going to say. Wow. Did you read an article or something that you know this?
No, I just mean
You're just making
SmackDown-
assumptions.
It's like SmackDown has less than 2 million viewers. I don't know. I just feel like even though it's Rumble and the main season, there's some feuds I like. Don't get me wrong. It's just you watch old clips. I know you're going to go back to like, oh, the old days aren't coming back, but like you watch even like I'm not talking about the crowds of like the 70s and 80s where they go nuts for anything, but even like we harken back to the Attitude Era. You would get on a Raw some crazy finishes and nights where you never wanted wrestling to end. Now when I watch wrestling, I'm like, is this episode over yet? Like, you know what I mean? I just don't.
Raw is definitely that way. I was thinking that today. I'm like, SmackDown goes by.
Well, it's only 2 hours.
And you don't realize it. Raw, for some reason,
No,
even though it's only 1 extra hour, it feels like it just.
That's a big hour. And they do a lot of rehashing.
Yeah.
But no, there's storylines that, like I said, you probably have it on the sheet. Might as well talk about it now. Why the fuck do we keep having to give guys one name? So now my boys, Heavy Machinery, which maybe at some point they're just going to be called Heavy or Machinery, are now, instead of Otis Dozovic and Tucker Knight, are Otis and Tucker.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I don't get it.
Why can't guys have 2 fucking names? Like I liked, his name, the Dozer. He had Dozer on his name, and now he's probably just gonna be like, oh, there's Otis.
I would.
Is it Luke and Butch because they have to be the Bushwhackers?
I would actually really like to know an explanation for that. Like, you know what I mean? Have you ever seen anything addressed? Like, why do people do it? Besides people bitching about it, have there ever been a reason?
It's
put
like
out?
you got Alexander Rusev, Big E Langston, Big E.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it makes sense, but I don't know.
How's Braun not just Braun at this point?
I have no idea. Yeah, that's true. And they always say Braun. It's almost like guys that are once you're a certain level, you know what I mean? Like
they can't take it back. Yeah, it's too late now on that. But like, I mean, I don't know. I just think it's stupid. Like you're, and I was watching this great video as a clip. It has nothing to do with the one name thing, but Undertaker was talking to some young kids, and he's like, and I know Jim Cornette probably rants on this a lot on Twitter too. But he's like, all right, so you go out into the ring and you do a somersault 450 splash. Great, awesome move. Everybody goes nuts. All right, next time, what do you got? What, you're going to do a 900? All right, if you figure a way to do a 900, everybody goes nuts. Now they want to see the next thing. Nobody's mastering the art of the entertainment and what we do, and not having to keep doing necessarily one-ups with the stuff you're doing in the ring.
Yep.
You know, and I just say, like, everybody does the Taker in this thing. I don't know when this was filmed or who exactly the audience was, but he was basically saying everybody's a cookie cutter type thing, and we're losing like characters and individual,
Well, and I feel like that's not even just WWE. If you watch some of the clips like online and stuff, it's always like, what? Look at this incredible Canadian destroyer, followed by a flipping Canadian destroyer, followed by and it's there, but nobody cares who actually did the move. It was more about the move. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. It depends because you're not really following that organization to know much about their character. You don't know, and we don't follow like a bunch of the indie stuff, or we follow, but not to the degree that a lot of people do. Well,
and I have a little bit of an issue with a guy like Ricochet in NXT. I understand he's an incredible athlete, but every single match is just flip, 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 land on your feet, flip, 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 land on your feet, and sometimes for me it's too much flipping. I don't know if you have the too much flipping thing.
I mean, I don't. I mean, it all depends. Like, what thing is these matches? Are they trying to tell a story? Most of the time, it's like they're not. Are the spots too predetermined? They're all predetermined, but how does it look?
To me, sometimes they come across as it's too much. Like, oh my God, he's going to do a flipping suplex and land on his feet. But did you get to what? You probably didn't watch Halftime Heat, did you? You probably watched the actual halftime show because you love Maroon 5.
No, I watched the halftime show for sure. Yeah, I'm not. I was out of. You think a party with people is going to say
your phone? It was on YouTube.
No, I'm watching the halftime show. I'm at a party with people.
Jeez, unbelievable.
Where were you at?
I was at a party with people.
And you went into a corner and watched wrestling?
I sat at the table and turned on an iPad and put NXT on. Okay. And I said, gather around, boys and girls, and watch the real entertainment.
Yeah, and nobody watched it?
I had a couple. One of them was 10 years old, but that's not the point.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, a true wrestling fan watched wrestling at the halftime show, and you watched.
If they would have said they were putting on 1980s wrestling, I would have watched it.
Oh my God. Why don't you like anything?
It's just
there's nothing to like.
Give me something to like. There's certain things I do like. Like I'm enjoying that there's a story. I like, and you're going, Zack Ryder. Ryder joined up with his old partner to try and get him off the losing streak. That's a story.
Yeah, you love him.
I
hope something does become of that.
It might, but it's an actual thing. And as much as Heavy Machinery is a joke, and they might be. Well, at least like there's a memorable character to them.
You're right. There is a memorable character.
Right.
What's gonna happen with this Mojo shit? You think that's gonna be a memorable
I missed
character?
his next part.
It was essentially the same
thing.
Yeah.
Looking in the mirror again.
Yep, yelling at himself. Yeah.
Yeah. They've tried a couple different things. Maybe at some point they'll do something.
But you're right. Building memorable characters. Like I wrote down. I wanted to talk about. They're trying to this catchphrase for Finn Balor. Ordinary man.
Oh, they've been saying it forever.
I know, but it's the worst catchphrase. And is that they're trying to build him into that? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's not a character. It's a catchphrase. It's a tagline or something like that.
Wait, is he saying it now?
No, but like it's like every time. So then I don't think it
can be a catchphrase if he doesn't say it.
But like I think they're trying to get it to catch on or something like that. And I don't
think so.
Catchphrase. No. You're such a fuck. You're such a fuck.
Well,
it's like the big dog. Like we don't actually call him the big dog.
That's not a catchphrase, though.
All right, whatever the goddamn motherfucking vocabulary word is. What's the word? What am I looking for?
It sounds like a nickname.
Logan's or slogan, nickname, whatever. You motherfucker. I hope your back explodes. So sick of you.
You just don't think you're good at formulating a point.
Because I start to say something, you go, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. You fuck.
It's not a catchphrase.
Whatever it is.
I asked. I'm like, did I miss him singing it?
No, whatever it is that they keep saying over and over. Like they'll be like coming up next, the ordinary man who does extraordinary things. Like it's such a long goddamn slogan or nickname or whatever.
So you're saying let's just call him the ordinary man.
How about we just like call him Finn Balor and like let him do his thing. Like don't try to like shoehorn slogans or titles on these people. It drives me fucking crazy. Like Monster Among Men was kind of cool, but they have to say it every time he comes out.
Right. They have to have like everybody has one
like
of those.
Everybody has to have, and like
that's how they give them character instead of them actually showing
that's
character.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Like the new Daniel Bryan, the real AJ Styles, like just saying that didn't make the character. Daniel Bryan went out and made the character.
Right. Exactly. I agree with you.
Oh, it took me a while to get there, but yeah.
I mean, remember before though when I wasn't allowed to agree with you and you weren't allowed to agree with me?
Well, yeah, that was
That was
thing.
so annoying. I used to hate when like you would disagree and I didn't know if you were really disagreeing or not. And I would be
We were
like,
encouraged by the network to be like a PTI type show.
yeah, like
Remember
we're
that?
not allowed to have the same opinion.
We're supposed to
like-
have differing opinions, and so I'd be like, "All right, Sam, I'm going to disagree on this point." He's like, "No, just actually disagree." And then in my head, I'd be like, "All right, I'm going to fake
was just-
disagree,"
it was, and your arguments were so bad.
because I didn't have one because I didn't believe in it.
Yeah. So I mentioned, so my one friend texted me about Raw. And he's like, well, I haven't watched necessarily on a consistent basis in 20 years. He's like, how long have Jeff Jarrett and Road Dogg been back? And it's weird. And I had to be like, well, they kind of just came back, but it's like a short little thing, but they've been on multiple weeks now. So it's crazy to think, like, if you stopped watching, like, pretty much for good, watch a little bit here and there, and then you flip it on, and you think maybe something's like, well, maybe they've been back 5 years.
You're like,
and
boy, I
haven't
didn't
known
realize
it.
Jeff Jarrett. I thought he would have left by now. Like that kind of thing.
And the thing is, like, I was saying to you, like, and I tweeted out something about Jeff Jarrett. Like, I don't think he's ever been like a guy people tuned in to see.
No, it's a
Like
really
him or hate him. Like nobody's tuned in to hate him or like him. They're just like, meh.
Well, isn't it funny though that like they brought him back to feud in with a mid Carter? Like most nostalgia acts come back and they feud
See,
with like.
I think though Elias has got huge potential.
He does, but
I wouldn't call. I would
mired
say
in
he's
mid-card.
because he's been pegged in a couple different times. He's had interactions with Cena, so I would say he's upper mid card. But yeah, but I don't see how this is really going to help him. I don't
hope it
understand
ends
why they
soon.
flipped Elias to heel, and Jarrett. He's not for me. He's not even the best guy ever to have the guitar gimmick. Like if you're gonna go, give me Honky Tonk Man all day.
Well, did you hear Corey Graves said that? He's like, Jeff Jarrett's the man who made the guitar famous in wrestling. That was the line.
Oh
that he
yeah,
said.
and that pissed me off.
Oh, I figured.
because Honky
And you
Tonk
said,
Man
"Don't piss me off."
he's the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. And as a kid, I enjoyed Honky Tonk Man way more
Oh, yeah.
than Jeff Jarrett. He was a heel that people didn't like, which is what it's supposed to be. Jeff Jarrett was just like, meh. He had a couple saying he had slap nuts,
Yeah,
and the "don't piss me off" wasn't even like a thing. Like he had slap nuts
yeah, and he had.
and a copycatted Ric Flair style strut.
Yeah, that's why I figured you probably hated him for that. But he was just no. But seriously, he was just really a meh. Like everywhere he went, he was just kind of meh. He was maybe top mid card. But
His daddy, like we were talking about daddies earlier, his daddy's Jerry Jarrett, so that's probably how he made his inroads and had a lot of his opportunities.
Yep. And he sang that country song. But he didn't really. We talked about that today. They had this song, and they're making a huge deal out of it now in the return. But it really wasn't even this big of a deal back then.
It was an angle that they had. I mean, it was the song, but like they didn't. It's not like they sang it all the time back when they were on. And the whole thing was the fact that Jeff Jarrett presented it, that he was the voice in the song, and then you find out that it was actually the roadie and Jarrett was lip syncing or whatever.
Yeah. It's the stupidest angle then, and it's a stupid angle now. It's not really making any sense.
But the funny thing is they're using Road Dogg with him, I think, because Road Dogg still gets people up and
does.
excited. Otherwise, Jarrett's just going to come out and people are going to be like, meh.
Yeah. I mean, Road Dogg got bigger pops for like the moves that he did, like
yeah.
with his dancing and
Oh,
all
yeah,
that
Road
stuff.
Dogg stuff is still way more over than Jeff Jarrett. But
Yeah.
I did want to say the fucking song does get stuck in your head.
I mean, like
It's
literally
so
all day.
much.
And I sent you the entire lyrics today so you can sit there at your desk and sing it. What else do you want to talk about tonight?
Spend my days working hard on the
go.
but the hands on the clock.
We won't bore you with our version of this. Pamela, thank you for joining us. JLucky is upstairs packing for our vacation, which we leave in like 7 hours.
Fuck you.
So she may stop by the podcast or stop by for a little bit. She's not a full timer tonight, so that's why it's just the two of us. Don't leave us for that. If we see you leave, we'll know why you actually follow.
And
us.
it's easy for us to track our viewers.
Yeah. Well, we're watching you. So actually, no. If you got to go, you got to go. I understand, but our feelings, if we had them, wouldn't be hurt. Okay. You mentioned today, Undertaker completely gone.
Yeah, he removed WWE references on
Wow.
the social media, and apparently you can sign him for bookings. I don't think to wrestle, but probably appearances and stuff. And they're saying, I guess I saw reports that it's Taker's not booked for Mania.
Wow.
So He's truly done. Goes out
Good.
for Mania with the Cena squash that made no sense. And then his last WWE match right now would be that god awful, overbooked, 30-some minute shit show over in the country that kills journalists.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
Really terrible shit. And
That's Sean's last match too.
yeah,
He didn't do anything after that, right?
nope.
Yeah.
He announced the halftime heat thing for
Oh, did he?
NXT. Yeah, so he was there. But his voice annoys me. Like with him, because he does this the whole time and it sounds like it's a fake.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I feel like he's putting that on. I feel like nobody actually talks like this all the time. You know what I mean? It just doesn't see, like, there's no way that's normal. Doesn't make any sense. But anyways, I hadn't read that, so I'm glad you brought that up. But I guess it's good. I was saying last year he should have been gone, even before the Cena thing. He shouldn't have come back because it just. I guess maybe because his hip was healed, he wanted to actually come back and prove that he could still go. But all right, let's get into Becky Lynch. I guess. I mean, not literally. But let's talk about.
I wouldn't mind that.
You wouldn't mind that?
Fuck no.
No.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't. Fuck no, I wouldn't mind it.
Oh, okay.
I fucking wouldn't.
I thought you said I wouldn't fuck, and so I was like, really? But yeah, okay. Everything I'm seeing online is they're saying this is a little too close to the Stone Cold storyline. That's everything that I'm reading, and people they love it, but they worry that it's gonna go a little. They're gonna bring back like the McMahon, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna turn into Rousey versus Steph down the road. That's gonna be the big thing.
She's got the wrong knee injury too. Did you see that?
I noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think this feud needed this. I don't know why they're doing
Absolutely. I don't know.
It was
what
red
this-
hot, fine, just how it was.
Right.
And now they're gonna shoehorn the McMahons. And I thought it was funny how Ronda Rousey was like, "You were unprofessional and you attacked Steph." I'm like, you attacked Steph how many times? Like, yeah. To me, I mean, this I guess could just be a way to put Charlotte into it, saying that like we're gonna have a since you're not cleared, Charlotte is taking your place, and then at the last second she gets cleared, and that
I guess it just seems like we didn't need. I mean, the only thing I could think is Becky actually hurt.
No.
Okay, like I didn't know if she was
Like
still
bad. No.
like still nursing an injury where
No.
there's a chance she might not be able to
Sasha's
go.
hurt.
So
That's
we're
why
writing
they
her
did
in.
that angle on Raw. I don't know if you
Okay.
heard how they jumped them, but they didn't actually jump Sasha on camera. They drug her out, and then Bayley won the match. They think she'll be fine for the pay-per-view, but they wanted to give her some time off. But no, Seth Rollins, he's hurt.
Yeah.
But everything I see, Becky is not.
So okay, so they are just completely shoehorning in their McMahons. Like it was absolutely not needed. Becky could have just come out and cut another amazing thing with Rousey, and it would have been fine. But I guess the reason I'm concerned that she's hurt is she's only wrestled at the Royal Rumble and hasn't had any other like Raw, SmackDown matches in months. Do you know what I mean?
Doesn't need to.
I know, but it kind of reminds me of the Austin days when he wouldn't have matches on Raw or SmackDown. He would only have pay-per-view matches because he was always wrestling injured. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I don't
mirroring
think
it
she's
very
injured.
much.
Why would they switch her fake leg injury?
Well, yeah, I guess true. Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense. But do you think in your mind that it's mirroring that storyline too much? I mean, is it okay to copy something that worked 20 years ago?
They're just saying if it's more than so many years back, you can do it all over again.
I guess.
So, I mean, if they think that's, I'm just saying, is it okay? Yeah. Do it. Did it need it? No.
Yeah, it didn't. I didn't understand the extra with Triple H too. I mean, the whole thing back in December, they came out and they were like, "We're gonna change it. No more authority. No more general managers. It's all gonna be what you want." And now we've got.
That was all just like when your job or whatever says things are gonna be different around here.
Yeah, true.
And nothing changes.
They start serving frozen dessert.
Yeah. They try to give you ice cream with so much chemicals in it that you get the worst headache ever eating it.
Oh my God, Sam and we used to work together, and one of our rewards, if we were good, like we're fucking infants, would be next Friday's ice cream day.
Yeah.
And
Oh my God. And this ice cream would come in like these huge like troughs, like the cheap shit you would buy at like Sam's Club or Walmart. And I got it the one time. Like I like ice cream. I mean, I'm not like vanilla's not my favorite, but that's pretty much all they had was vanilla. And they had a bunch of toppings. Like you could get cut up bananas, whatever. So I get the ice cream, and like at the time, I don't think I knew it was like super cheapo. And I got it, and I was like, it wasn't good. I ate it because I'm fat. The worst headache after eating this ice cream. I was like, and then I look and I'm like, it was like, like let's say Turkey Hill for gallons, probably like $5.90 or half gallons like $5.99. This is like 3 gallons for $4.99, and it doesn't even allow to be called ice cream. It's frozen dairy dessert.
And like I said earlier, it's not even vanilla. It's just white. Like the flavor is white.
yeah.
White.
You white or brown?
I can remember people getting sick. Remember, Cereal got sick on that. Adam got sick on that.
he?
Oh my god, he was like, oh, I don't feel good. I'm like, yeah, because you ate the fucking poison that they
the
fed
awful
for our treat.
So then I would go through the line and I would be like, I'll just take some cut up bananas. And they're like, what's wrong with you? And I'd be like, your freaking frozen dairy dessert is horrendous.
And by the way, this was a very large bank that we worked for. It wasn't like a tiny little organization that had no money.
Yes, but all they could afford was Sam's Club tubs of frozen dairy dessert.
Frozen, probably non-dairy dessert. So Pamela says, Seth is hurt. Oh, please tell me more. I love him. What is his injury?
I think they think he's going to be all right. I don't know. Maybe it's his back. I think he's just dinged up. But that's why, I mean, he wasn't there this past week on Raw.
They did that awesome recap. But you're right. They did.
It's a recap show.
They didn't have their number one contender or the Universal Champion on the show.
Well,
maybe that has something to
Universal Champion's never there.
Well, he's sometimes this time of year he's there more often. Give him a break. Now you're turning against Brock.
I'm not turning it. I'm just saying he's never there. Why would you?
But yes,
but Seth was advertised to be there and then wasn't.
Let's see that. Well, whatever. I mean, he wrestles every single week. Maybe it's good to have him have a week off.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's why
away.
He's been, putting the company on his back, so to speak.
Which is a good thing. Give him credit for that. All right, so we're working towards Elimination Chamber, which is in a week and a half. We're not going to be doing an episode next week, so we should talk about the matches.
Oh, we're out next week? Oh,
yeah. I'll be in Key West.
Oh, it's a long... Christ, dude. It's a long vacation.
It is.
See, my world, I can't even take week. Like, vacations are now, like, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's vacation.
Well, that's what I was talking with JLucky. I'm like, this is like our first vacation that the two of us have taken that's like a full week. You know what I mean? Like, we usually can only do the long weekends.
Yeah.
So we're going, like, tomorrow morning...
It's a Thursday, and you get home, Wednesday? Or?
We get home late Tuesday night.
Okay.
So, yeah. And I'm off work Wednesday, thank goodness.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, our flight tomorrow is like at 5:45 a.m., and we're getting in at like midnight Tuesday night or 11 o'clock Tuesday night. So, it's a long damn vacation.
You see that, audience? I found out the same time you did. There's no episode next week. You see? This is what I tell you about getting relationship things sprung on you. Need to have better communication to make your relationships
look how happy you'll be. Next Tuesday when you get out of job number 3 of
72,
you'll be like, you can go home. Although, how was it last night? You didn't have to do the podcast. It was a Tuesday night on your own.
Yeah.
You're probably pretty happy.
Yeah, I was.
I mean, I know the podcast makes you sad and depressed and all
No, I mean, it was nice just to be able to like go home after second job.
Yeah, and I didn't have to bother you like, hey, me.
Yeah.
Needy
come
friend
over
over
exactly
here.
at 9:13 and 47 seconds.
I never say that. I'm always like, come over whenever. We're recording at 9:30. And then, like a true professional, you show up at 9:28 with no notes or nothing.
Yeah.
And just your face and the microphone. And
talent.
Yeah, the talent.
The talent is here.
We talked about our relationship on the Chicken Duck Pod. If you guys have not heard that episode where we guest starred on the Chicken Duck Saturdays of Chicken Duck podcast, I recommend checking it out. My friend Heather at work listened to it, and she said that we were hilarious on there. She liked your New Year's Eve story.
Did she?
Yeah.
Does she listen to our podcast too?
Oh, all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, constantly. Yeah, that was the first Chicken Duck that she listened to. So we brought them at least one listener.
Yes.
So how about that?
Yeah.
And she's actually listened to a few more Chicken Ducks since then.
Okay.
And asked me to see pictures of the guys. She's like, what do these guys look like on Chicken Duck? I'm like, you don't want to see them.
Oh, I hope, Casey, I hope you're not listening where you are. That was a shot taken at you there.
Hey, look at us. We're allowed to make fun of ugly people.
You could have just sent them to their Facebook page. He puts up every week. He puts up a picture of everybody on the show.
Have you ever tried to show somebody how to look something up and they just can't get it, and you're just sitting there like, fuck.
Can't type in on Facebook Chicken Duck?
I don't know what she was typing. I think she misspelled Saturdays and Chicken Duck. So I'm not sure.
If you just go Chicken Duck, you have a 97% chance of
You would
getting
think.
it.
I think she typed chicken space duck.
I mean,
and she got like podcasts about chickens and ducks.
Saturday, that shouldn't be able to be misspelled. Then you have chicken.
I don't know what happened. All I know is I was standing there while she was typing in, and I was like, oh, I just want to be like, give me the phone, woman. But, whatever. I wasn't going to do that. That would be mean. All right, so we talked about names. I've got a big beef. We're going to have I think we should just have a weekly segment called Fuck the Rules. Because the motherfucking rules this week It's driving me fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I wrote down a very specific one. May I?
Okay.
All right.
Fire away.
So this week, here's what happened. Strowman got disqualified for attacking the non-legal man in a tag team match. Okay. Then Lashley and Rowan did the same things in 2 different matches, and they got 2 different results. All right. So Lashley was in. Leo Rush was against. What's this fucking extraordinary guy with doing kind of
Finn
simple
Balor?
things? Yeah. Leo Rush versus Finn
I
Balor.
wouldn't say simple things.
Lashley was outside the ring, and he attacked Finn Balor. All right. He did not get disqualified. All right.
I got such a comment to make for you then. I got to look up the exact quote. Go ahead.
Okay. And then Eric Rowan did the same thing where he interfered in Daniel Bryan's match, and he did get disqualified. So basically, there's a huge problem with consistency and just breaking rules that I know of wrestling over the years. All right, go ahead and make fun of me or whatever you're about to do.
I need to find it. I don't know if you watched The Simpsons a lot, or did you?
I did, yeah.
Okay. There's an episode where I think they're asking like the creators of Itchy and Scratchy. What the fuck episode is that? They're at like a dork fest.
Okay.
And they're like, Simpsons. I'm trying to find the exact quote the guy says, where so basically the premise is they're there and they can talk to me, and they're like, all right, we're ready to field questions, and they're like, and the guy's like, in episode 53, how come Radioactive Man, it might have been the creator of Radioactive Man, is originally wearing a blue sock in the first scene,
okay.
and then a black sock in the third scene. Like, and it's just like,
you do a pretty good comic book, man.
I wasn't even really trying to do it because I forgot who asked the question. I can do a couple different other characters. I've been told okay, or people were lying to me, but that's what it reminded me of because we're sitting here like talking about something that's not real. But yeah. I agree with you actually.
All right.
I want the god dang rules to be upheld.
Censor yourself.
I want like AEW says the wins and losses account. Did you see dude, Rusev just takes non-stop shots on Twitter at
I know.
WWE. Like,
he does. He doesn't
somebody
care.
Put up a thing saying Rusev hasn't won on pay-per-view in like 2 years. How incredible.
That's unbelievable.
How
I know.
Insane
He's won only on pre-shows, I think. That's all he's ever won.
You let me to my next one. So he put something. He goes, "I thought wins and losses don't matter." and then he put up a thing. He said something about a pre-show, and he's like, "There are no pre-shows. It's a kickoff show." He's literally like hilarious.
Yeah, he is. But now he's a heel, and you're supposed to hate him.
Yes.
So don't like him.
He's a heel again for no reason.
For absolutely no reason. Yeah. Now he's teaming up with Nakamura, and they're having. The only thing I could say is if Lana is like managing a powerhouse evil tag team, that could probably go over well. But so, what other Simpsons voices do you do? I mean, you don't. If you want to do them, I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot.
You hate to, but I did one. Sometimes they're better. Like, I'm not the type of person that can always fire it 100%.
Oh, okay. All right.
But like Otto from The Simpsons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could see that because based on what you just did, I could totally.
I always do like the one line. I repeat literally Simpsons episodes. I was telling there like Simpsons episodes like all the time, like just the one-liners off. And the one for Otto for me that's always stuck out is when something happens to him, and I guess they're going through his apartment. His apartment gets he gets evicted, and he sees like the sign on his door, and they're like, all we found in there was some psychedelic biker magazines and mustard. And then Otto's response to
I know what he said.
And he goes, I'm trying to do it here. I had mustard. And this is like, for me, that's like Otto's line.
I remember that. I remember that so well.
Bad, and like in my mind, I always think I had mustard. like that's my thing.
Oh, that's great.
So,
do you do any other ones, or was it?
That's like my favorite one to do. Like, I never really tried to do the comic book guy voice. That was kind of like
that was pretty good though.
Yeah, but no, Simpsons are like that.
I knew
Simpsons,
exactly who you were
Seinfeld,
doing when you did it.
I grew up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Simpsons and Seinfeld. I was watching Family Guy the other night. You know which ones I love, and you don't care. I love the Star Wars ones. The Family Guy.
Oh yeah, I hate those. I don't watch them.
I love them.
I know a few people that hate them too because they're not Star Wars fans.
Oh okay. I guess I'm not a fan, but I've seen the movies.
Yeah, I've never watched.
I love
them.
parodies. I think that's part of my thing. I like parodies. So I'm a big Weird Al guy. I know you're not, but
no, some of the stuff's okay.
Did you get to see Mustafa Ali's eyeball?
Yeah, you showed me a thing.
Isn't
I saw
that fucking
yeah.
crazy? It was during the Garvin Stomp or the Orton Stomp, whatever you want to call it. I watched it back on SmackDown. He nailed him. And you could see Randy right away, like lean down, like, oh shit.
You know Keith cared about him.
He cared a little bit. Hit a sweet RKO in midair.
I saw that. Yeah, I watched that match. Speaking of Orton, that's the latest rumor now that he could be, because there was a leaked thing earlier this week that there's a huge superstar that AEW's offered a big contract to, and now they're saying it could be Orton. All the different rumors. I'm like, I could definitely see Orton leaking it himself just to fuck with people. Because of all people, I don't see him going that route unless they just blew him away with money.
Yeah, because he is at the point where all he would care about is money. I mean, really.
And he's I think he's been at that point for like 5 years.
Yeah, doesn't it seem like he's just gone through the motions?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. If you could somehow make Randy Orton give a shit, I think he could be good.
Absolutely.
But I don't know like when he really gives a shit.
Yeah, I got to tell you, like, there's something special about, and this just might be me pie in the sky because of my love. But like the superstars on SmackDown seem so much more important than the ones on Raw for some reason.
Funny you mentioned, because I just read a thing saying basically that if SmackDown keeps the people they have on right now and goes on Fox, that Fox will cancel them within a month because they don't have any stars.
But I don't feel like Raw does either. If you take away Brock, they're all the same like level. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it just feels like, maybe because I don't get to watch SmackDown as much. So when I actually sat and watched it last night, I was like, oh, wow, Ali versus Orton. I want to see that match. Because it was two guys that I haven't seen go against each other.
Who's a big name really on SmackDown versus like household name?
Well, Samoa Joe, obviously.
Yeah, like on Raw, you've got, right now you don't, but you have Roman Reigns, you have Seth Rollins, you have Brock sometimes, you have Ronda Rousey. You know,
well, now you have Becky Lynch.
Well, she's on everything, yeah.
Yeah. Just like heavy machinery, by the way. Heavy matches on
they
like.
haven't decided yet.
Yeah, apparently.
But heavy hot dozer, so good.
I like that you've like claimed them as yours, because I thought that you would forever hate on NXT people.
No, I enjoy them. For they are what they are. I think that they do a good job for what
I didn't write it down. Your take on the EC3 thing.
That led me right to that. Yeah, so I was excited.
Do you want to talk for a minute? Can I get a beer?
Yeah, Mr. Oh, you're going to be 195 before you leave.
I'm on vacation, bitch. Actually, no, I'll wait. JLucky will come back through. I'll ask her for one.
Yeah, bring over this man a beer here. EC3. When I saw Ambrose came out, I was so pumped because I'm like, oh my God, they're definitely jobbing Ambrose out because he's leaving.
Yeah, right.
EC3.
Or supposedly leaving.
And I was kind of hoping it wasn't on a roll up, but it was. But he got the Moment of Bliss segment.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. It was good. Ambrose coming out. At least they're using him. I like that they're not just like, they're going to job him out, which is smart, but I like that like he's at least going to be used to do something. And they gave a little bit of the, again, the sexuality with her saying about, and I heard you have a big bank account.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It's weird though that EC3 is right now being positioned as a face.
Right.
When somebody that I would identify as a 1%er would like, why would he's a natural heel.
Right. He is. But once he starts talking, he probably will.
I mean, he talked.
I think no, he hasn't talked. He hasn't talked yet.
He didn't say a word.
He didn't say one word.
Uh-huh.
No, he had that Moment of Bliss segment.
Yeah.
She started to interview him. Then Nia Jax interviewed because she's a horrible, horrible bitch, and she's the worst thing going right now. And then Dean Ambrose interrupted Nia Jax because remember the week before Nia had punched Dean.
Right, yeah.
So it was kind of like intentionally. I think the storyline with EC3 is this guy is an amazing talker, but he's not going to get a chance to talk.
Okay.
I think that's the way they're going. Yeah. So he hasn't.
I heard him saying to him, he's like, what are you? And then I don't know.
I like when he said, "What happened to EC1 and 2?" Like Dean can go like on the microphone. He's funny.
Yeah, and he delivers it well.
Right, he does. The way he says
he's talking
he's
about
kind of like us, just hilarious.
His section, they were saying about, and you see Renee post on Twitter about that line about because he mentioned about the animal, like I think he said about like raw sexual magnetism,
something like that, yeah.
And like Renee posted like, and she just had like eyeballs, like. And she's like, and then she put eggplant emoji ?
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, speaking of that,
speaking of eggplant,
when we're done recording, if you can hang for a little bit, I gotta show you that Edge and Christian show episode I was watching yesterday. I didn't get to see the whole thing. So fucking hilarious.
How was that? Speaking of eggplant,
Because there's an eggplant emoji joke in there. And
Okay.
it just reminded me of
Jesus.
it, and I was dying
This is
laughing.
weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Speaking of eggplant, you should check out Edge and Christians. Oh. Okay, so Elimination Chamber. I want to show you what I did. So for those of you watching, bam. There's the Wrestling Dorks, and here's the matches coming up for Elimination Chamber.
Whoa.
Look at us.
Look
All
at
right.
you
Yeah, look at
doing
me.
things in time.
So let's go through our quick little. These are the only matches.
Since we have to do it now, because guess
Because
what?
we
I
won't-
just found out there's not an episode next week.
You'll be happy about that. Do you want to take the
I'm
stuff
not
with
saying
you?
I'm not happy.
I'm gonna say okay, yeah, but we won't be able to do a full preview show. But honestly, these are the only 3 matches that have been announced so far. Oh wait, Pamela says any news on Lars Sullivan? No,
No.
I haven't heard. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, I
on
saw
him.
that again. They were going to possibly use him, and again, it was like no.
Yeah, I saw that he put out a tweet saying thanks for all the prayers.
Well,
or
that was
whatever.
before, but I saw another message. I don't know if it was from his agent or somebody like another Twitter account, like that. He hasn't been released or anything, but
Nope, he's still
it's crazy to think that he was supposed to be the big addition.
Yeah, and you said he was going to go against Cena or something,
At
right?
Mania, yeah, that was plans possibly for
That's wild.
a Mania match.
But you got to wonder, would Cena have let him win? Remember, he didn't let Rusev win.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question.
Who knows? All right, so let's get into the Elimination Chamber, our mini preview, since these are literally the only 3 matches that have been announced. Miz and Shane versus the Usos, which Usos deserve the shot, but
Usos cut an awesome promo,
amazing.
as they always do. Basically saying again, as they're brothers. That was another rumor, by the way, that they're going to AEW, which I would love to see that.
I'm getting tired of these rumors already.
It's fun. This is the only thing that's making somewhat interesting. I used to like back WCW, WD, like who was going to go where, who's going to show up where. And I know you don't like anything but WWE.
Well, now it's just worse because the interwebs. You know what I mean? So
there was internet back then. That's where I got the same rumors.
no, I didn't have it.
You weren't going to wrestling dirt sheet sites back then? I was.
No, I wasn't actually.
No?
No, honestly, I wasn't.
Were you watching anything else? No, you probably just watch. I'm just watching WWE.
No, I'd go to Nitro every now and then if the remote was broken or something. Accidentally turn on. No, I would watch Nitro because they had Brutus the Barber Beefcake on there. So
No, they never actually had Brutus the Barber.
they had the Disciple.
Yeah.
The
The Booty Man, the Zodiac, the man with no name.
That's true. These are all names. Good work. Those are all characters of his. Do you care about Miz and Shane versus Usos? Do you think that this match is where that starts to break
Has
down?
to. The Usos should always be tag team champions.
They should be. But I
And-
think that Miz and Shane start to break down after this.
So when do they drop the title?
You're right. It has to be soon because it's this, then Fastlane in March, and then
Christ, there's 2 pay-per-views still.
yeah,
I
there's
guess
2 in
yeah.
between because Mania is not till April.
Yeah. Fastlane's such a shit show.
It is. It's just like the ramp up.
Yeah. I don't know.
Meh.
I mean, obviously we're going Miz Shane at Mania having a match.
I think Miz and Shane win this though.
still
I don't
have
think the
another-
breakdown happens till
Okay.
afterwards.
There's no hint of it here. It's
There's a
gotta be-
hint.
okay.
Oh yeah, there's hints. There's cracks in the whatever foundation. Wouldn't it be fucking stupid? I almost said retarded. Oh, I did say retarded. Oh, said it again. It wouldn't be stupid.
So fucking bad.
Wouldn't it be? I did that intentionally, you moron. See how good of an actor I am? Like I do things intentionally to make them seem.
Oh, I heard we had an argument about that the other week.
Did
Do
we?
you remember that? Yeah, because JLucky thought it was did you think it was intentional? You're the moron that thought it was intentional that the Rhonda's stammering and stuttering.
Yeah, no, I still
Yeah.
stand by that.
And it's not. Dude, the internet, there's nonstop memes of just like how her promos, and actually they've been using Simpsons references. You know, Crazy Cat Lady on The Simpsons?
Yes.
They've been like showing like Rhonda's face over her, and then like the closed captioning is like AKZRW or like.
Whatever. I still say it was intentional by Rhonda to flub that. Let's talk about, we got the first ever women's tag, well, kind of the first ever women's tag team champions coming up. See, look at my graphic that I did. I'm very proud of myself for this. Who you got? One would think Boston Hug is the favorite because they've been calling themselves an actual team. But if Sasha's injured,
It's gonna be fun when a Raw team should win because they actually had to qualify to get in.
yeah, really, they didn't just get to say, "Oh, I'm in." Is this where they give it to Nia Jax? I mean, look, in the picture they have her right in the front.
Nia and Tamina, I think, will definitely be one of the final 2.
You think? What do you think about Mandy? Jay Lucky's not here to hate on her, so we could talk about her
They're
if
not
we
winning
want.
it. No.
No.
Yeah.
Who else in it? No Iconics, no Riot
Boss and
Squad.
Hug.
Yeah. I could see maybe Naomi and
Hug
Carmella.
Boss. The Hug Boss
Could win that.
connection. Fabulous Glow.
Fabulous Glow. There you go.
Yeah, that's what they
Yeah.
are.
Okay. I thought you made that up.
No.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that last night on SmackDown.
I don't know. Mine's just been on Twitter that they said it.
I think I'm picking Fabulous Glow. I feel like that's an underdog team that could, not underdog, but under the
I
radar.
won't mind having them around.
Which is right
like,
now.
Yeah,
like
I guess
here?
like if we're going like my favorite on, it's tough. Who would be my favorite like looks team? And I know we were, but whatever. They're all good looking. But I'm saying what I would probably.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about
my favorite. Probably, it'd be tough because I wouldn't mind Sasha and Bailey. I get a good like combination of different things there and different looks. I might go my favorite looks team though.
Fabulous Glow.
Fabulous Glow.
I think so too. Not the Iconics because Billy Kay.
No. Oh, you don't like Billy Kay?
I don't. Yeah, there's something about her. Something irks me there. Definitely not Nia and Tamina. I mean, Mandy and Sonya. We learned last week that Sonya apparently is hotter than Mandy Rose, according to JLucky.
JLucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tamina. Although Tamina's dad isn't alive anymore to kill you if he did.
Yeah, I was like,
he
he would kill me because he's killed people in his
killed
lifetime
before.
Yeah, not too far from here actually. From
Yeah.
what I understand. Yeah, he's a murderer. He's a murderer. He was a murderer.
Not convicted though.
Yeah, let's just put it out there. He was a murderer.
Yeah.
He killed somebody.
I don't think he did it intentionally though. I think. It was,
Yeah, but he denied it his entire life.
Yeah,
which makes him a worse person for it.
Yeah, but I mean, Vince is actually behind that, so and we're still supporting Vince with their dollars. So technically, you're a murderer.
That's true.
I don't have the network.
I just so you know, I didn't buy this shirt from WWE.
I
I
know
bought
you
it from Jericho.
Yeah.
Okay, so
AEW Jericho.
this was.
Yeah, I know, but he's now AEW Jericho.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I'm not going to buy one of his dumb AEW shirts. Listen, when they get a TV deal, I'll be right there watching it. Oh, hell yeah.
Or you're gonna say, I'm not watching.
No, look, I'm not against it. I'm
Vince
just
told me
I'm just
not
tired
to.
of literally every time I open my YouTube, it's a shadow of a wrestler and it says new guy going to AEW. I'm like, okay, all right. Like, first of all, if it was
great for wrestling,
if
and all the
AEW
wrestlers.
was actually active, maybe it'd be a different story. It just right now it's all just hearsay and poop.
Was it poop?
I don't know. I just wanted to say
What?
poop because you don't like the word poop.
It's terrible. It's a dumb word.
All right, so we actually picked two different. You're picking Boston Hug?
Yeah.
All right. I think you're stupid. And then we have got the main match, the men's
You think
elimination.
that's the main match?
Yeah, it's the main event.
Okay.
Well, there's not going to be a Raw main event. I mean, the only thing that Raw might do is Lashley Finn Intercontinental, but I don't think Rollins is going to do anything. He's not got nothing going on until Mania.
So you think the show's gonna have 3 matches?
They'll throw. I know there's actually a Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa match already booked for this, but you give no shits, so I didn't put it on.
Oh, blame it on me. I give no shit.
You don't care about light men. You only like big, beefy gentlemen.
Even though the 205 is just arbitrary, whoever's on it and whoever's on the regular roster.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm just saying you don't.
So
like
who do I
small
think's
men.
going to win this one? Your graphic sucks. It doesn't have the hemp belt.
That's the one. That's from WWE.com.
Yeah, okay.
I got it right off their website. I stole it right from WWE.com. But yeah, they don't have Daniel Bryan. They even have him in his old Seahawks stuff still too. So my heart says Joe, but Joe's not going to win. It's going to be Daniel Bryan retaining.
So what do you think for Daniel Bryan for Mania?
That's a really good question.
Does this carry him in Styles in the Mania? Because
Boy.
Jeff Hardy ain't winning it. Mustafa Ali ain't winning it. I think Joe has a better chance than either one of them too. I don't see Orton getting another reign.
Yeah, really, Styles has the only storyline wise, the only shot at Mania. So maybe Styles could win this, and then Daniel Bryan gets
Or
the rematch.
something happens at Fastlane too. Joe wins it here and drops it at Fastlane.
Oh, remember
Joe wins it here, drops it to Styles at Fastlane, and then Bryan goes after Styles' title at Fastlane.
There could be like some kind of like wacky finish to this too, where we have to have a triple threat at Fastlane or something like that. Yeah. You know what? I'm picking Joe. You talked me into it. Joe's gonna win.
Joe.
This is the same pay-per-view that 2 years ago Bray Wyatt won the title.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Won the linear fucking world title
right.
at
so
this
anything
event.
can happen.
Anything could happen in the WWF. So who are you picking then?
Daniel Bryan.
You're a dumbass. You talked me out of it just so you could be
No,
right.
I was going to take Joe if you didn't.
Okay. No, I got to go with Joe because Joe's going to win at some point because he's
think?
amazing. I actually don't. I really don't because I think like his character survives no matter what because he's such a fucking badass. He's so awesome. I want to be him.
Yeah, you don't need the
I'm
belt.
well on my way to looking like him. Actually, he looks way better. Than I
Yeah,
do.
he does.
Yeah.
He carries it way better.
How much do you think he weighs?
I don't know how tall he is.
Because I'm sure he's taller than me.
Yeah, he's definitely taller than you.
Most are.
I would say he's probably, if I had to guess, like what he actually weighs, I don't know, probably 255, 260.
Damn. I'm not going to get there. I could.
Yeah, but he's way bigger than you.
True.
Like he's taller and he's scary.
Well, let's blow this back up to us now because nobody wants to look. Bam! Look at that.
I think people liked it better the other way.
Probably. Sit up. We gotta sit up straighter. Look.
Spend my days working hard on the go.
Actually, look, I wrote that down.
Sit
Alone
up.
with
You
my
need to
baby
sit up
tonight.
straighter so your feet don't touch the ground.
My feet, yeah. I'm not gonna touch the ground no matter what. All right, so let's go through the list here. I put down Lynch suspended. Kurt Angle storyline. Do you like it? The I'm gonna retire now. I'm not gonna retire.
Wait. I called this storyline.
You did call it, but do you like the way that they're doing it?
I mean, I kind of think right now that was he necessarily think I think that whatever they're doing right now, I don't even know if necessarily he was planned to be in this spot right now.
I don't think so either. I think it might have been Rollins.
Yeah, to give him something to do till Mania.
Yep.
But I think he's stepping in. But I still think at this Mania, I mean, unless they don't want to put it like you have Angle put up his career against you guys.
Jeff Jarrett. It was amazing to me that Jarrett and Angle were in two of the biggest matches on Raw this week.
Do you even know like the history there? Or
No, I don't.
So that joke. Oh my god.
Tell me.
I
tell
thought
me.
you were So interesting enough, JLucky's not down here, but so Kurt Angle's wife is now Jeff Jarrett's wife. Kurt Angle's wife. They got divorced, and she's Jeff Jarrett's.
Oh, like a Brock Lesnar and Sable thing. Wasn't Sable with somebody?
Sable was with, but I'm saying you just made a reference. That's what I was saying. Like, so basically,
gotcha.
Karen Angle is now Karen Jarrett.
Wow. Okay.
Right.
Well, so she likes wrestlers.
I mean, so yeah. So I know you like a good adultering.
Wow,
so.
that's pretty good.
I don't know if there actually even was adultery. Who knows? Probably was, though. Usually there is. But yeah, so there was a big, and that's back in TNA. They were there at the same time. And Jarrett had controlling kind of interest there. But I think they're all good now, actually. I think they all smoothed it out, and they're all supportive.
That's pretty good.
But it's crazy because, Angle's had his demons with pills and everything.
Yeah.
And Jarrett was in recovery last year. He had a match. I remember watching on the Indies where he showed up. He was blasted drunk, I think it was. And so... both, and I guess it's, I think with the older wrestlers, there was a lot more substance abuse issues because they couldn't miss time.
Right.
And they were constantly on the road, and there wasn't other things to do as much as there are now.
There was no AEW. I mean, the savior of all things.
No, I was more referring to like things to do other than go to the bar. And
worked
a lot
but
more
AEW
days.
is like the second coming of wrestling. I mean, this is seriously going to save the world.
Why
Wins and
do you
losses are going to matter again.
Why do you hate?
I mean, thank goodness we're going to have like a lot of the guys that we've always wanted to see, like the Young Bucks. I hear they're so good. They've been so good, just like the Good Brothers. Apparently, they were amazing too.
Oh my
and
god!
look how good they've become.
This is the same guy that hated on Daniel Bryan. So.
I mean, because I haven't gotten to see them, they must be good, right?
You could watch them anytime you want. There's a thing called the internet.
But like because they're not the big thing, they must be better than what the popular thing is, right?
Made a shit ton of money on the indies,
right? But like they're not super popular. They're not the masses.
I'd say they're super popular.
Yeah, for that small little group of people, that's pretty cool.
I mean, they're in like their shirts sell a shit ton at like Hot Topic and
Pamela
whatever.
said hello to you too.
You know what? I hope when AEW comes out, you don't watch it. And I'll just go strict to AEW, and you can just watch WWE.
Oh, I'm sure everybody will watch AEW, and then something else will come along, and people will be like, AEW's not popular anymore because a lot of people are watching it. That's what'll happen.
think so.
That's exactly what'll happen.
Do you not remember ECW?
It's the upstart.
No.
And then because the upstart, and then a lot of people start watching that, then everybody else.
This comes from a guy who just was only a WWE person, like didn't watch ECW and watched that go from nothing to like a huge, group that just Paul Heyman ran out of money and didn't pay people, but whatever.
All right, so let's see what else I wrote down here. If there's anything else you want to talk about, you got any Super Bowl thoughts?
I hated it. It was terrible.
Wasn't it fucking awful?
At least I hit some squares. I ended
Did
up.
you? Nice.
Yeah. I won a bunch on squares, lost a bunch betting on the game. I broke around even that way.
Okay.
If that fuckhead Belichick doesn't kick that field goal, which I have no idea to this day why he did, if he just QB sneaks it for a chain link,
it was seriously like nothing.
Like,
yeah.
I win. Well, me and my friends split another like grand.
Wow.
But he kicks a field goal, which the guy's already missed one. It's over 40 yards. You have the opportunity maybe to block it and run it back and tie it. Kicks a field goal instead of having Tom Brady, whose career is like 99 for 100.
He's amazing on those things, yeah.
And you've been running all over him, but whatever. Fuck the Patriots. That's their thing. If that game would have been a terrible game and the Rams would have won, I'd have been like, all right, I can take it. But there was just nothing happened.
It was an ugly game and I don't even know if like the better.
There wasn't even a ton of like big defensive plays, right?
Nope.
There was a few, but there wasn't a ton. Like, I don't know.
No, it was a very boring football game. If that was on during the season, you'd be like, ugh.
That's why you gamble on sports, because it makes it interesting.
Yeah, at least
it held our attention. We were on pins and needles because we were winning money and with squares and stuff. So,
all right. Well, I don't have much else to add here, buddy. I mean, at least wrestling wise, I've got a big vacation. Are you excited for me?
No.
Come on, give me some love here. I'm going on vacation.
Yeah.
So what do you think? I really wonder what it's gonna be like. I really do. I've been thinking about this.
Oh, you didn't go with them before? They went down before down there.
I don't know if they did.
I thought I heard about this vacation like the other year.
I don't think
maybe. Maybe you guys were talking about it. Then.
Maybe, but I've heard varying reports that we've talked about it, that you said or you read or somebody read that it's a lot of old people.
I mean that's what the town. I mean, I'm sure there's some young people there,
right? And
by young I mean like in their 30s, but like. Yeah, I mean it's an older. They said there's party bars and stuff like that, but it's like, the crew you're with, like the party starts at like noon and is over at like 8.
Yeah, we just pretty much go all day long. I mean, obviously down in Key West, it's also a big gay crowd.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
yeah. Know that.
Yeah. They've been talking about going to some gay bars. I'm like, look.
Yeah, I've been to a few of those before.
I'm like, look, I don't have a problem with it, but. There's lots of other places we could go
sounds
to.
Like you do have a problem. You brought it up out of the blue.
What do I get out of that?
I don't know.
Why couldn't I just go to?
What do you get out of it? Oh, this will be a good discussion on here. All right, so I used to go to Rehoboth Beach all the time. There's a big gay population there.
All right, and you went to the gay bars?
No, I mean I've grown up there as a kid all the time.
So all right, so imagine you go with a bunch of friends, and there's couples. It's not just a bunch of guys. And they say, "Oh, we're gonna go out to some gay bars while we're."
I wasn't a huge fan of going to the gay bars if I'm single, because to me, I've got nothing. Why would I want to go to a gay bar if I'm single? You are in a relationship.
I thought you were saying I don't have a problem going if I'm single.
No, I'm saying there's nothing like for me if I'm trying to find a chick, whatever. Plus, I think if I'm there and I'm single. To me, like I'm sending the wrong signal to people. Like,
oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Which then I'm like, it's just gonna be a dick. Be like, oh no, like I'm sorry, I'm here with friends. I'm sure they won't care. Nobody's gonna help me anyway. But
oh, come on now.
You're it's an all couple. It's not a fifth wheel event. So what does it matter if you go to people like?
Well, I guess I'm just
pretty great. Like, there's a lot of energy at them. I know that. Like the ones I've been to, like All
right. Well, here's another thing. Here's what I'm thinking. Oh, we got a lot to talk about. Oh, she wants to hear about American football then. We'll get to it in a few minutes. Here's what's going to happen if we go to a gay bar. The girls are going to go dance, right?
Yeah.
And then the three of us guys are just going to be standing off to the side.
You're going to be forced to go dance.
That's why they want us to go.
Yeah.
These tricky vixens. I see what they're up to. They want us to dance. Trust me, I'll dance. I'll fucking dance. I'll dance, I'll sing, I'll drink.
Dance if I want to.
You know that JB that you never get to see? He's showing up tomorrow. He's going to show up.
Hopefully you're not too thrown off by when the guys come around and they're wearing like a thong Speedo and serving you
drinks. That doesn't bug me. It's just more like I'd rather just go to a regular. I don't know.
There's women there.
Okay.
Like gay bars have a ton of chicks at them.
Okay.
But you don't necessarily like the thing is, I think when a girl goes to a gay bar, they don't want to be bothered by fucking asshole guys that are trying to hit on them. They're there because they're there with dudes that aren't going to bother them in terms of like
no, I get,
trying to bang.
I get why women go to
the
the gay bars. I just don't know why they want to drag their husbands to the gay bars.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
that's a little, to me, that's a little bit like,
because I think they're fun. I think because they think they're more fun, and a lot of people do think they are more fun. This is why we need
JLucky, because she could explain why.
I'm telling you, like I went to gay bars in Philly. Like the last time I went, it was somebody's birthday party, and it was pretty much mostly couples. I'm always 38th wheel. There's a lot of people, so it was like
38th wheel. That's an even number, by the way.
There's 38 singles.
There's 19 axles in that truck.
But these girls, they want to go. It's wilder.
All right. If that's what they want to do, I'm open to
More
that.
Dancing.
It's just, I feel like it's such a huge town, and what we should go. But I guess we wouldn't go to one here. Anyways, Pamela says, I love hearing you talk about American football. It's like another language. And what are squares?
Oh, it's just a betting pool that you do here. Basically, everybody, a 10 by 10 squares. So there's 100 squares. It's a 10 by 10 board, and they randomly pick numbers 0 through 9. You win when your square hits, meaning like I could have Patriots last number is 4 and Rams last number is 1. If the first quarter is over and it's 24 Patriots, 21 Rams, that means I win because I hit 4 and 1. Yeah. It's just a way to gamble more on the game.
Yeah,
you can't do it on your European football because nobody scores really ever 8 and 9.
Yeah, and there's other ones where it's every time I score.
Yeah. There's a bunch of
different
kind
of square with you once before and actually hit. That was when you hit.
Yeah,
the first time I ever met you, and I'm like, this fucking guy wins all the time.
Yeah, yeah. Then you learned better.
Yeah, now I know you don't win anything.
But yeah. So okay. So what did they do some research? You know what gay bars are hitting up?
No, they said over the weekend we're gonna hit up a gay bar, and I must have made a face.
I forget the names of the ones we went to in Philly. The one I went in. The other one, the only reason I did not go in is because the line to get in was like down the block.
Well, that's another.
And I hate waiting in lines.
I think also when I think gay bar, I think like nightclub, dark room dancing.
Yeah.
I want to go to a bar. I don't want to go to a club.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
my
what
thing.
this is going to be more of a club.
And
there are just straight, like they're not straight, but there are just gay bars that are just straight bars, though.
Really?
Yeah. Like I went one time, I think, when I was at Penn State, just to go in, just see what it was like. Al was up, and he, of course, was like, all right, we went into the gay bar, and that there is just like, it's just any other bar.
That's fine, but I guess then that's not fun then for the girls.
No.
So they want to go to a club, and they want to go to a club where they're not hit on by men. I guess that's the best place to go.
Although they don't, though, because they want to be hit on by men.
That's true. Oh, they do. They do.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah. I just think maybe they probably saw that those bars are maybe like popular for dancing, and now your guys will be dragged into dancing, and
I would have danced either way, but
you can dance if you want to.
Yeah. There was talk about us waking up one day and doing a bike ride or something. Look at you.
literally the only way I'd ever be doing any of this stuff is for a significant other, maybe a new one, probably a newish one.
A significant other.
It's not new though.
It's newish. It's like 4.5 years.
Dude, you're moved in. There's children here. That's not new anymore. Yeah.
It's still
bike ride. I never liked riding bikes.
I didn't either. When I was
one of those kids that didn't do it. I rode a few bikes a few times. And I was like, I can walk.
Yep. You didn't see where we grew up. It was like hills, like just constantly. There was no flat land.
Yeah.
And I think when I was like 11 or 12, I one time fell off my bike and the handlebars turned.
Yeah.
And like
hit you in the chest.
Hit me in the chest, and I probably haven't ridden one since then. So
great. So you're probably gonna have a major accident in this bike riding.
Yeah. And then go to the gay bar and not be able to breathe. And
you're not gonna be able to breathe anyway because you're gonna see something you like. That's what you're scared of.
You're right. I'm afraid that I'm gonna be like, JLucky, sorry, you're staying behind.
Yeah, you're gonna be there, and you're gonna be like, you're gonna feel even worse because obviously I always feel like it's not true, but I feel like for the most part, it seems like gay dudes are much better looking than straight dudes.
Oh, of course they are.
Like in better shape usually. Yeah. So you're gonna go there and like these chicks are gonna see like these dudes. Now, granted, they're not interested in them probably, but they can still look at them and be like, oh, like
and then they then turn around and they see.
Maybe they just wanted to go to check out dudes.
That's possible.
Yeah.
And then
that looked better than
and then JLucky turns around and doughy dork wearing a Chris Jericho t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, hang on. We got some chat action. She says, gay bars normally have better music and drink deals, at least in Liverpool. Last time I went, I was hit on. Wow. Asked for a threesome over the microphone by the DJ. Jeez Louise.
That was a two-men threesome, though.
Well, oh, yeah.
I'd assume.
I would assume. I would assume it was two guys. There, yeah. Pamela, you can fill us in if you want. Yeah. If it was two girls, describe the other girl, please. Come on, we're not hogs like that, Sam.
Yeah, you are.
No, give me a break, you sick fuck.
You are so sick, I wasn't even thinking.
So speaking of sick, there's been a debate on, so the hotel that we're staying at has 2 bedrooms and then a pull-out couch.
Okay, so everybody's staying in the same room.
Yeah.
It's like a suite type thing?
It's like a 2-bedroom suite thing. Yeah, so I mean, there's like a living room and a kitchen.
See, I always get, like, when I do these things, I always get, like, whatever the worst thing is because I'm not. Well,
and we assume that we're gonna the worst thing too because we're the young couple. Okay. And like, but I kind of don't want that. I kind of want the bedroom, obviously.
No, you're not gonna get it.
But maybe if I ask nicely.
How? What do you mean ask nicely?
Please, may I have the bedroom?
Why? Dude, you think in that group, those 2 guys are going to give you anything?
Maybe. I don't know. Oh, wow. She says no. It was a man and a woman.
Yeah. Whatever. Did she say yes or no?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you didn't mention whether you said yes or no. You don't have to tell us if you don't want to.
Doesn't matter. What the fuck? It's a podcast and whatever.
You don't think you're never going to meet this woman? She wants to come to America and meet us.
Probably not, but what does it matter in the grand scheme of things?
I guess true. Yeah, I guess you're right. Tell us.
If you had a threesome, you're not gonna whatever.
Well, I'm just saying maybe she doesn't want other people to know.
It's not illegal.
No, it's not illegal. Maybe it's a secret.
Who that she knows is watching this podcast?
Millions and millions. She says women don't go to gay bars to check out guys. No, I'm glad you're here because you're saying things that JLucky probably would have said.
I'm saying because like you should see the guys they're with. They're gonna go there to look at better looking guys.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's got a point. If JLucky is with this, why would she not want to go to a gay bar to look at good looking men? Exactly. No, we're making sense. Now we're making sense.
Now, when you come back, I want to see if they translate it to once you leave the gay bar, then you go to the male strip club.
Oof, no.
That would be taking it too far for me.
You think? That'd be that'd be a lot too far. Maybe we can work it into like a gay bar and then a female strip club. Like kind of like what's good for the goose is good for the gander type deal. Yeah.
But I mean, those are 2 different things.
Was that the right saying? Did I use that right?
I mean, I think you did, but they're 2 different things. One's just a place where gay people are more welcome.
Are you jumping in or are you just... No, you're not jumping in.
And the other place is one where it's not like at the gay bar everybody's nude.
Yeah, but...
At strip club they are.
The gay bar is going to be fun. Suck it up. You're going to have a good time.
Oh, my gosh. I will. No, I will. I'll be good.
Have fun on the pull-out couch.
And the pull-out couch. I'll be fine. Go to a gay bar and sleep on the pull-out couch. Vacation.
Pull out on the pull-out couch.
Did you hear Pamela was saying that she got asked about a threesome at a gay bar? So that's probably what's going to happen to you. Except it's not going to include me.
And it was a FMF one, not a MMF.
I can see that.
Yeah. There you go. Maybe that's what happened to you.
Gay bars also have like gay women. It's not just men. Like I know you're thinking it's just men.
There you go.
So it is. So okay. All right, that works.
The ones I went to were majority.
I was going to say
the one I went to, like guys literally walked around in a Speedo serving drinks.
I can see that.
Yikes.
And it might be like that.
Oh, it will be. It's Key West. Everybody at work keeps saying, "Why are you going to Key West?" I'm like, "I'm going with Jen." It's not like me and Sam are going to Key West.
Oh wow! Now I'm not invited.
Well, I mean, if I did say Sam and I were going to Key West, they'd be like, "Oh, but that makes sense." Yeah, there's JLucky's here with us. So you done packing?
No.
She's been packing since about 7:00. I'm not.
And when
kidding.
I go to Vegas, like basically, I'm out the night before. I pack in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I did about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
She did literally.
That'll be another 2
I mean, I'm
hours
not kidding
probably.
you. Here's the thing. She got out of work early today, so that she could run her errands, come home, and start packing. She started packing. Actually, no, I lie. It was like 5:30 because I left and went and grabbed dinner.
How many times are these things folded and refolded?
No, it's just that she's got to like check the outfits and make sure that everything
Works right.
And this is why she looks good all the time, because she takes for fucking ever to get ready, but she does look good. Let's see. Pamela says gay bar and female strip clubs are very different. You are not going to a strip club. Hey, I've gone to strip clubs with JLucky. It's not like I went with
I've
with
strip
Sam
clubs with her.
Yeah, Sam and JLucky and I all went to a strip club before, so that was quite an experience. All right, buddy, you want to tie a bow on this?
Yep. You gotta. We keep talking like this, you're gonna miss your flight.
I know, really. It's seriously. Just for everybody's information, I'm not sleeping tonight. I've decided I'm not sleeping because I literally
used to do that, but then now I take the nap or whatever it is.
Yeah, but I still gotta edit the episode. I gotta upload the episode. I want to show you that Edge and Christian thing.
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my alarm will be going off.
Let's wrap a bow on this. You're gonna show me that. No, I'm serious because I want to get home. I don't know if I'm gonna eat. I might want to eat.
Oh, do you want some food?
No, I'm good. I might eat. I don't know.
All right, well, Pamela, we're cutting you
Fat,
out
I
here.
need to eat.
Thank you for chatting with us tonight. Next week, or no, we won't be here next week, but we'll be back in 2 weeks on our normal time on Tuesday night. Let's go through the plugs here. You guys can catch the audio of this, the podcast version, on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher.
We'll
Google
talk
Play.
to you after WrestleMania because that's the next time we're having an
fuck
episode.
you. It'll be 2 weeks. It will be after Elimination Chamber when Samoa Joe is your new WWE champion. Obviously, you're watching us on Twitch right now, but if you would like to catch the replay, it'll be up on YouTube in the morning. The full replay with the... I do cut the ending and beginning out. I edit a little bit. Catch him at the Real SCAV for amazing high school basketball action.
Yeah, it's winding down. Regular season's over. I hope I get some playoff games.
That's job number 3. Yep. Thank you very much. I will see you in 2 weeks, Pamela. And Sam, anything else to add this evening?
I got nothing.
I will not be working for a week. Gonna go have a few more drinks for myself. Try to stay awake till about. I get on the plane at 5:45, so that's when I'll fall asleep. Sleep on those planes, baby. It's good stuff. So, anyways, we will see you next time in 2 weeks on Wrestling Dorks.
Later.